Oh, my guest tonight, a very funny man. His new movie is called Get Hard.
Wait, what happened to my tennis court?
James, you will no longer refer to this area as a tennis court. From this point on, this is the yard. Understand something, James? The yard is the most deadliest part of prison. You gotta step carefully, because if you step in the wrong place at the wrong time, you'll end up in the wrong territory. For a person like you that can't fight, it's not a good thing, James. It's not a good thing at all.
Okay, Darnell.
Who's Darnell?
You are.
My name is Leroy. Yeah, I suggest you walk, white boy.
All right.
Walk!
I'm walking.
Turn around and walk.
I'm walking.
Please welcome back to the program, Kevin Hart. Nothing.
Nothing? What do you
So
mean,
good
nothing?
to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
What are you? So you've got the movies.
Yes, one.
You've got other movies.
That's some more stuff.
But what about Kevin Hart? The Kevin Hart I fell in love with, the stand-up comedian.
Woo!
Kevin Hart.
That Kevin Hart.
Is that Kevin Hart still?
First of all, that's my favorite Kevin Hart. I love that we're talking
How
third
many Kevin
person.
Harts do you know?
I don't know, but you just made me figure out that there's a lot of me. The stand-up Kevin Hart is very much still alive. I currently am doing a world tour right now. It's called What Now?
When you say world tour,
I mean world. I'm going everywhere.
so you mean like Canada?
I'm going.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Australia, Dubai, Africa, New Zealand, Germany.
Have you
UK.
played gigs in those places before?
I've dibbled and dabbled. You know, this is the first time that I'm going full steam ahead. You know, I've had some success with my theatrical films that have been released internationally, and the reception has been amazing when I went over there to promote these films. So I said, why not? Why not go and take my tour?
Do you need to
status?
change what you do for an audience, an international audience, or does it translate?
I don't change a damn thing. What you see is what you get.
Do you tell them that?
Yeah, I tell them that. No. No. Going into, you know what? I don't feel like I need to change. I think that's what's amazing about the internet. You know, everybody all over the world searches the internet. So people that become fans of yours are very familiar with you, your type of content, what you do. So when it comes to stand-up, people who are paying this money for these tickets because they know the guy that they're coming to see.
They know what they're going to say.
Yeah, it's not a guess.
What's the longest you've been out of the loop on stand-up? What's the longest you've gone without?
You know what?
Really
after Let Me Explain. I felt like I raised the bar so high for myself. You know, it did amazing things.
It was great.
Thank you. You know, we did Madison Square Garden. I sold it out twice. Emotional moment for me. Theatrically released. It did amazing numbers in the box office. I said, if I come back again, I have to come correct. I can't come halfway.
And you didn't lose your mind. Like, it seems to me that a comic, when you reach a certain area like that, where you can sell out Madison Square Garden, a lot of comics lose their minds
Let them go crazy.
and go, I'm going to come back, but this time I'm going to be a drummer.
Yeah,
like, they come back and, like, they put on the Elvis suit and they're like, now I'm doing music. And you're like,
what happened? What are you doing, man? What happened?
They get confused like that. But you're talking about making your stand-up getting even more pure with your stand-up.
Yeah, I felt like you got to show growth. All right, and stand-up comedy. I mean, right now, this particular tour, this will give me my 5th special. There's Grown Little Man, there's Seriously Funny, Laugh at My Pain, Let Me Explain, and now What Now? They all go with each other. I was a grown little man. After I was a grown little man, I felt like I had to tell people that I am seriously funny. It's for real. After that, I said, you know what? You guys all laugh, but you don't realize that what you're laughing at is my pain. Let me put my pain out there and give you something to laugh at. That's what I dealt with. My dad being on drugs, my mom passing away. Then after that, I made a lot of things that I consider mistakes for myself. Divorce, me getting another woman and getting flack for that. I got a DUI at one point. These are things that I felt like. I didn't
realize just how you are.
Yeah, no, I'm a mess. I'm a complete mess. I'm a mess. It's like you just realize, holy shit. Kevin Hart's a complete mess, this guy. So I was like, let me explain. You know, I feel that.
And it's a hit, but it is, I think sometimes people don't understand too. It's your way of processing that information.
Yes.
And what you've done.
Very much so. Like me doing Let Me Explain, that was my way to get directly in contact with the people that support me. You know, you hear things. There's blogs, there's the media, there's critics that say all this stuff. Well, the beautiful thing about doing stand-up, we got a direct connection. I got a microphone. I got an audience that comes out to see me. I'm gonna beat everybody else to it by explaining it first.
Do you ever worry that by making better choices for yourself in your life, you're taking away good material for your act?
Well, that has been a concern.
I wonder about that.
It has been a concern.
Right.
That's why you got to throw some dumb in there every once in a while.
That's the truest of true.
It's so true.
I love that.
I wish that I could sit up and say, no, man, you just got to clean it all up, man. You got to go straight now.
You got to do some dumb every now and again.
You have to. The reason why I call this What Now is because that's the question I get the most. Kevin, what are you going to do now? What now?
Right.
What? What else? What now?
You've done everything.
The beautiful thing about where I am now is, like, first of all, I'm still alive.
Right.
Which means that I'm
always
still
a plus.
Always a plus, okay?
Yeah.
Which means I'm still experiencing things. I travel. I'm a dad. I'm about to get married again. My house, my living situation. Did I do too much? Did I get taken advantage of? Did I go crazy? Am I crazy? The questioning and re-questioning of where I am in my life is so refreshing because it's real. I'm honest. And I think that's what my fans love the most. The fact that you relate to this guy. I don't want to get up there and talk about bricks of gold that I'm thinking about buying. You can't relate to that. But what you can relate to is me taking the in the airport and somebody kicking in the door to take a picture. That's a true story, by the way. That's a very true story. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life right there. Because what do? I was sitting there and I'm looking at him like the first thing you want to do is cover up. But then you're angry, so you got to talk with your hands. I ended up being fully exposed. It was a lot. It was a mess. Then you call security. True story. I called security, and in the middle of telling security what happened, I realized I look like the idiot here. I'm in the stall. He kicked open the door. I'm standing up, like, get out, get out. And the guy's like, so you stood up off the toilet? You didn't just close the door back?
Turns out you're not going to run out of material. That's what I'm telling you, man. It just gives me the itches to get back on stage. It's been too long. It's just
what do you mean?
That feeling. I just itch to get back on stage.
Why don't you get back on stage?
I'm lazy.
What?
No, I was doing this and then the movie, and I didn't have any extra time because I also thought, you know, I wanted to also sleep or
I will say this.
Eat.
Okay, I will say this, John.
Yes.
And this is a fact right now. You work a lot, you do a lot.
Yes.
Okay?
I wear suits.
There's a demand. There's demand for your time.
Yes.
From a lot of people, whether it be family, whether it be co-workers, just the business in general. Everybody wants a piece of your time. The stand-up and the stage is the one thing that separates you from any and everybody else for that period of time that you're on stage.
I gotta stay with it.
That's your therapy.
That's your
muse.
my therapy. That's my muse.
You gotta get up and
I
just
gotta stay with
talk.
this.
Why would you turn away from that?
Would you adopt me?
No. I can't
Because
adopt you.
Why not? I'll give you good material. I'll
Weird.
real good.
No, I don't.
I'll take pictures of you in the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't.
Promise. Kevin, it's always so good to see you.
Always,
You're such
man.
a good
I love
man.
seeing you, man.
Get hard!